Okay, hello and welcome to the Techpedition Podcast. It's episode next for Friday, January 26, 2018. My name's Kerry Brown and I have two of my good friends with me. How's it going, fellas? Would you like to introduce yourselves yourself? Or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll let Carl go first.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go alphabetical. I guess I got Clarence beat by one letter, by the next letter. But hey, everyone, this is Carl Miner. It's been a while. Just been working, playing the same game. Finally going to play some new games. Great to be back on here.
So what do you mean by the same game? You can't possibly still be playing Street Fighter 4 from 2010.
Well, actually, I guess it was Street Fighter 5 now. But then beyond that, there's a game my wife likes called Awesome Knots, which I played too much. But I guess I hadn't played the same game too much. I did beat Zelda.
Okay.
And I heard about Sergio can't handle Zelda. Wow, I felt so sad. I almost shed a tear. I'm like, come on, Serge. You're a better gamer than that. And the game does tell you where to go. Just look for the big towers. That's all you got to do. You find the towers, and then you're going to end up in a city, and then they tell you the next place to go. And they put it on your map. It's nowhere near as hard as the original NES one. But I can admit, I did quit playing that one because I had no idea what to do, but I was like 8 years old.
Didn't you sketch out a map on graph paper of like that whole, was that you that did that?
I don't believe that was me. That sounds like a little bit too much work.
Maybe that's Myst. I remember one game you maybe it was the Tunnels in Myst. Like you mapped out the entire tunnel system on a piece of paper. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I think it was Myst because if I remember correctly, there's a part where you're on a abandoned cave, mining cave or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I did write that down. Wow. How do you remember that?
Hardcore, man. Hardcore. So what have you been up to, Clarence?
Oh man, nothing much. Just podcasting and taking it easy. Yeah, I kind of got a little sick at the beginning of the year. Didn't start off 2018 on the right foot, but I think I'm bouncing back, podcasting, having fun. So yeah, can't complain too much. What about yourself, sir?
Man, same old. Just doing a little gaming, doing a little casting, and just trying to get my system situated, which I finally did today. But I don't really want to go into that right now. But yeah, I'm just loving life. I don't know. I'm not up to a whole lot. Yeah. So
sound like me.
Can't wait to play some Dragon Ball Fighters after this. Really pumped about that. Just finished downloading.
Oh, you've gotten it already, man. You own it.
Yeah, man. I got to get ready for Q, man. I know he's gonna be. I know he's gonna be talking in noise, so I got to be ready for him.
You know, Carl. I tried to tell him about the full fury of Mr. Miner on Street Fighter. They don't want to believe me, man. They think they good, but. Man.
Caesar T is ruthless.
I heard it at the end of the video. They was like, I wrecked clans with everybody in the game, and I was listening. I was like, he's taking a lot of pride in that. I was like, Clarence is he's a beginner. I'm not putting you down, man. Everybody got to start somewhere.
Wow,
the guy
he's back, guys.
Well, he's back. But I don't rub it in when I play you. I try to have us enjoy the game. I try to show you some of the, couple of
Carl.
I think they cut him off because he was bragging too much.
Oh man!
But I will say though, when I do beat Carl, it's like the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, it's like
I just won an award or something.
Yeah, like he can beat you 100 times in a row, but if you get one win in, it's like you won like the lottery or something. So it's like, yeah.
And then
I beat him one round one time and talked so much mess. Like I can imagine winning the whole match.
Yeah, all of a sudden the trash talking is worth it. Well worth it.
Oh yeah. So shall we continue while we wait for calls? Like we're live without a net, so I guess we must move on.
Let's just go for it. I think he's frozen.
Carl, reboot, man. We need you back. Okay,
see, this is why you do not play Street Fighter while you're podcasting. I mean, I'm just telling you.
Is that what he's doing? He's playing?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh man. Well, dang.
Oh Lord.
Well, I guess we'll just jump into it then. So unless you've been under a rock for like the last month and a half, GPU prices have gone bonkers. And by bonkers, I mean, like, some of them have doubled in price. Most of them have, actually. So, and we're not just talking about people like hawking them or gouging them or flipping them, whatever you want to call it, on eBay or like Craigslist or something. Like, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about retail. So this past week, Micro Center like completely lost their mind. The GTX 1060, which is like a $250 to $300 graphics card, Micro Center is selling it from anywhere from $500 to $650, depending on what model.
Now, this is the 10. Which one is this?
The 1060. The one you have.
What?
And the 1080 Ti, which is like the high end, like bad mofo GeForce card, that thing is going for like $1,500 in Micro Center.
Now, is this just a Micro Center thing, or is pretty much all the retailers kind of replicating this?
Well, I don't think all retailers are replicating it, because up until like earlier this week, you could still find a graphics card sold by Newegg. Now, people have been gouging on Newegg third-party sellers for like ever, but Newegg themselves have been selling close to retail up until like a couple of days ago. Now, the GTX 1080, which is a $500 retail card, they're selling it for $819. And we're talking not the high-end ones with like the multiple like temperature and all. We're talking about like just the basic bare bone, no frills 1080 is going for like $820.
Good gracious. Now didn't it looks like Bitcoin is down right now.
It is, which makes this even more dumbfounding.
So, I mean, well, is it people jumping in all of a sudden to try to jump in on the craze before it goes back up, or what do you think it is?
Well, I think what happened was, and this is kind of the same thing that happened last time there was a huge graphics card mining boom, which was like back in May, June. You have the people that were kind of ahead of the curve that were making like the big money in like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Ethereum shot up to like $1,500 a coin. Bitcoin was at like $14,000-$15,000 a coin. And there's some lower coins like Kryptonite, which is very, very highly optimized for the newer AMD Vega cards. And you have, if you're mining with a GTX GeForce or something, you're probably mining Equihash, which is an algorithm. There's a couple coins that use that. Most notably like the Zen coin and Zcash, they use the Equihash algorithm. But to make a long story short, like they jumped up a lot. So it was like really, it made a whole lot of sense to buy a graphics card, get into mining. But I feel like a lot of people are playing Me Too right now, and it's just gotten out of hand. Like, it's gotten completely out of hand. Crypto's not even worth as much anymore, so I don't get why these cards are still scarce. It doesn't make any sense to me at all, unless I'm missing something.
I mean, this also makes me think the whole, because I know they started doing their mining only cards. They didn't really have video ports at all.
Yeah, that didn't really take off. I don't think anybody bought those.
Do we know the reason why?
They have no resale value. So the whole to me, the whole idea behind buying graphics card for mining was, if the coin tanks, hey, you still have a graphics card that you can sell to somebody to play games on. You know, you can recoup some of your costs if you haven't, like had a complete ROI yet, return on investment. You can still sell the card for something. But these mining specific cards, you might as well buy ASIC, because once the coin tanks, it's a paperweight, So like that didn't really take off. And so people are still buying the crap out of graphics cards. I think part of the thing Micro Center was doing was they were trying to, because I mean, I would go to Micro Center like at least once a week, and the GPU cases they'd be empty because all the GPUs would be gone. Like, you'd have people standing in line when they open at 10 a.m. to buy like 5 or 6 GTX 1080 Ti's or whatever they had. They were just buying whatever they had, basically.
What? I just don't get it.
I think there were two things happened. The first thing was, like, we have no cards. We can't sell. If somebody comes to build a PC, they're not going to buy anything because we don't have any graphics cards. Like, why would you buy a RAM, a CPU, motherboard, and a case, and you can't buy a graphics card? It's just like pointless. So it's like, we're not selling any of our other crap. And the other thing is, people that want to buy cards can't buy them. And the other thing is, you have these people on eBay and on like these third-party sellers on Amazon and Newegg who are making like hand over fist,
flipping
the cards. So what they did was, and it's actually kind of smart and genius, what they did was they have like the 1080 Ti, which retails for $700. They list it now, if you walk into a Micro Center, $14.99.
Wow.
That's the sticker that's on the card. Now, if you buy a CPU and you buy RAM, you buy a motherboard and you buy a case, you can get a discount on the card. Now, so they're basically making sure that they're doing two things: that if you come to build a system, you can get a card. And the other thing is, if you're coming to buy cards for mining, you're not going to buy an entire computer to buy one card. So it's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that kind of sucks is if you're somebody that has a PC already and you just want to get a graphics card, you're just kind of out of luck.
Yeah.
But and there's people still buying them at like $1,500, $900 and $600. Like people are still buying them, so they're still making
the profit value that much for Bitcoin at this point. Mining on your own.
So look, I saw this guy return a GTX 1060, right?
Yeah.
That he paid $300 for 1060. He paid $300 for it, right? Because I had a question to ask him, so I'll stand in line. They took the card from him, gave him his $300 back, and slapped a $500 sticker on the card.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's just a rough time. And even Neweg's gouging now. So, I mean, so I bought my card. It was a little marked over MSRP. It was I want to say it was $550, but it came with this. It's a Kaby Lake motherboard that it just came with. And they marked the price up a little bit, and then the way they did it was like you're getting a motherboard for free, but you're really not because they marked the card at a price. They marked the price of the card up. So it's, this is kind of what they're doing, which is kind of the same thing Micro Center is doing. But it's even more ridiculous now because the card I paid $550 for is now $819 with no motherboard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I guess flipping is a thing, but I've never known anybody who flips things on this call right now. Nobody.
I don't think we know anybody that does.
Oh,
that.
we don't.
Do we,
okay.
We wasn't the only we one. Back in the main person was was Dwayne. That was the one. He used to call me at 3 a.m. get me to come line up at Toys R Us with him, and hand me $500 in cash to buy 2 weed. The dude paid for his whole wedding off of flipping weeds. That was ring, wedding, everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know how many he sold, but yeah, and I used to be a big flipper. Like I used to look and see what was the hot Christmas item. I remember I sold like 30 or 40 like Tickle Me Elmos.
Oh man!
Wow.
Like the weeds. They got serious with it. You had to put a picture of your name in the picture with the item so that you be truthful that you do have it. It was some crazy stuff.
Did you flip any switches?
Switches? No, I didn't mess with them. I flipped 2 PS3s. They were selling for like $1,000, over $1,000, $1,400, crazy stuff. And then they dropped immediately. I think I took one of them back to GameStop, just got my money back in the price. They went so low. The guy was like, "What, you couldn't flip it?" I was like, "Nope." I said, "Well, I could have, but I took $100 loss." So I said, "Nah, that's quite."
Do you think it's crazy in 2017 that we had this whole can't find a Nintendo Switch thing all these years later? Yeah.
Looking at the Wii U, Nintendo's paranoid. But, now everything got big. It didn't take them long to, fire it back up. Sure, first time with the Wii, I do believe there was some artificial, or they had a plan. I think they had a plan and they stuck to it. They didn't care how, they were like, we're not finna ramp it up like crazy, and then people stopped buying them, and now we're going to stay exactly how we're going to release them. And, that took forever. But then Wii U tanked hard, and this is the first time Nintendo's, well, aside from Virtual Boy, actually canceled the lifespan of one of their consoles early. And then, so they was paranoid. They made the Switch. People was worried. They're like, oh, it's just a glorified tablet, blah, blah, blah. It was so much negative flack on the internet. And then it took off. I was always going to buy one. As long as they got Metroid, Mario, Nintendo was always my, I say secondary? I guess it's my primary. And then I'll pick between Sony or Microsoft. Usually my wife picks whoever gets the most RPGs, but looks like Nintendo's gonna win that one this go around too. So she doesn't play PlayStation. I just moved in here in the PC room so I can play Street Fighter.
Yeah, man. Microsoft is definitely at the bottom, and it's so funny now. I was just thinking, prepping for this cast, man. Like I used to be hardcore about not only just the Xbox, but Microsoft as a platform. Even tried to jump on their app development bandwagon for a little while, and man, they just have disappointed me so much. But Windows 10 is good, but they have just disappointed me so much. It's just like, I don't even care anymore. Like I used to subscribe to a Windows Weekly podcast to get all the latest news, and like, I just don't care. I don't care about Microsoft anymore, man. I just lost the love, and it's kind of a shame.
Who's that guy that used to have, was it Sergeant or what?
Major Nelson?
Yeah,
Major Nelson.
But dude, speaking about Windows 10, man, like I think Windows 10 itself is great, but I hate it.
Oh, why?
And the reason I hate it is because of the freaking auto updates, man. Like it does not tell you. You cannot control when it does a system update. It does not tell you when it does a system update.
You can.
No. Well, yeah, if you hack the registry to pieces, it's possible, you know, and you can delay feature updates, but you can only delay them for a month. I mean, like,
yeah.
And the thing that makes me mad about it is, and it's probably fixed now, but the first time I installed Windows 10, I had a GeForce 560 Ti, I think, and every time, like, there was this older driver for it that worked way better than the newest GeForce driver. So I would install it, and it, like clockwork, every day Windows would automatically update it to the newest driver. Like it did it every day, and it got so aggravating. And I would set it to not update drivers, and it would still update it.
A few kinks, man. But doesn't Apple also make you take drivers or take software updates? They don't allow you to delay it, do they?
I think you can. It's like I don't think it does it automatically. It's in the menu, the Finder menu where you can check for system updates. It's not like it is in Windows 10 where you don't even know it's updating.
I feel.
And which I say that, but I haven't used OS 10 in probably about 2 or 3 years, so I don't know how it is now.
Yeah, our friend in the chat, Justin Brown, says Microsoft isn't even trying anymore. And to that I say, sir, I agree wholeheartedly, because it's just I mean, I'm somewhat positive on the new Xbox, but man, it's like I don't even care. I just don't care.
Dude, have you seen the videos of PUBG running on the Xbox? Like not the X, like the regular Xbox One.
That sounds like it's going to be garbage.
It looks so bad. Like one of my friends, I'll have to post a video, send it to you. Like he sent me a video of somebody playing like an entire round, and it's like the textures weren't loading, and it was just like big, like it was supposed to be a building, but it was just like a big mound of like slime because none of the shaders had loaded, so it was just like this big lump with no texture. It was bad. Which
is funny because I can't believe that all 3 million of the supposed adopters are rocking Xbox One X. So I don't know. It has to be doing okay.
Well, I mean, one thing I will say is for the longest time, even on the PC, the PUBG experience was very, very subpar. So, I mean, they finally got it on PC to where it's like playable, like really playable. Like, I don't know if you've played it lately, but I mean, it runs like butter now.
Oh.
And you can like jump over stuff now and vault. You don't have to run around chest high walls, which is nice. But
I know this is gonna sound crazy, guys, but I actually don't know what PUBG is.
What?
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds?
Is that even possible?
I've heard it 1,000 times, but I'm like, what is PUBG? What is it? Is that a new FPS or?
So it's basically
Battlegrounds. So like, is it a?
At this point, that's like not knowing what Minecraft is.
What's Minecraft? You talking that battle miner?
You've seen the movie Battle Royale, right? The Japanese movie.
Oh, it's great. It's so great.
No, it's amazing. You should watch it.
Well, just think the Katniss Everdeen, whatever movie that is.
It's like the movie that Hunger Games copied this movie, basically, is what happened. Because they were going to make a Battle Royale movie, right? And then Hunger Games blew up. I mean, they were going to make a Battle Royale sequel because the first movie had already come out. And they were going to do a sequel to the first movie, and then they decided not to even do it because people would think that they copied Hunger Games, which is both sad and hilarious. But Hunger Games is like the Sesame Street version of Battle Royale, basically.
Some people are going to fight you over that.
Hunger Games is just another one of those movies that I guess they stick to the title of the first book, but has nothing to do with it.
Pizza.
Like Maze Runner, they're on the third one now. They're not running. They haven't ran a maze in the first movie.
I kind of wanted to see the first movie because Howland Reed's like son, the dude who plays Howland Reed's son in Game of Thrones is like on it, and I wanted to watch it for that, but other than that, it just doesn't look interesting to me.
So, what we got next, guys?
Wow, that was a tangent. Okay. I got something. So, have you guys seen the Amazon Go Store stuff yet?
The one that has no employees.
Yeah. So basically, there's like hundreds of cameras in the ceiling. And like you walk in the store, it tracks your every move, right? And you go in there and you just grab what you want and you leave, and it just builds your Amazon account.
Yeah, I've seen it's like are they in America yet? It was a European store they show, right? Or
no, it's in Seattle, right?
It's in Seattle. It's actually it's actually on Amazon's headquarters. It's like the first pilot store. And I just thought it was ironic because it's like the one store that was designed to have no lines. There was a line going around the block.
It's probably this capacity thing. Yeah.
Isn't it small? It's like
a convenience store size. Like that's how big it is. But like, I just think the whole concept of it is cool. I don't know how they're going to scale that out. And they're going to have to be really careful where they put one.
Yeah, they right there. It is right there. You can't put it in. I'm not going to even south of the airport.
Can't put it
side of the tracks.
Can't put it in Hollywood Court in Atlanta. You probably won't get it there.
Can't put it next to a Piggly Wiggly or something like that.
Oh man, yeah. There's a couple of places you probably don't want to put one in Kansas City too.
Yeah, well, speaking of Amazon, y'all, they're down. They finally released the top 20. And Atlanta is still in that running.
Oh.
And a lot of the analysts, they're believing Atlanta's going to win it. And I'm like,
Is Atlanta the city, or was it the city outside of Atlanta that said that if Amazon picked them, that they would change the name of their city to like Amazon, Georgia, or something?
Yeah, it's actually on Highway 20. There's a city called Lithonia. They're going to de-annex so many 1,000 acres or something, some area. And so it would allow them to have their own zip code and name it. So it would not be a part of that city, which, like you say, they could name it, the city of Amazon.
Oh, wow.
Man. Jeff Bezos would be the mayor.
Isn't he
the
like
richest man of all time?
Yeah. He should just buy the city. He can do it.
Lithonia, you probably could buy Lithonia.
He should just buy Alabama.
Buy what?
He should just buy Alabama.
Yeah, I know he can buy Mississippi. So,
I wasn't gonna go there. That's why I said Alabama.
You could probably buy them both and then put them back together.
Oh wow!
He could buy Mississippi and rename it landmass between Alabama and Texas, or Alabama and Louisiana.
It's like not that bad,
dude. Some dude, did you see that on Weather Channel? Some dude,
I saw that
hurricane. He was like, "There's this landmass between Alabama and Louisiana." Yeah, it's called Mississippi.
Wow.
I was really offended by that, but moving on. Did you have any news, Carl, that you wanted to talk about, or?
Well, I guess in addition to Amazon supposedly trying to come to Atlanta, they say Apple is even possibly thinking about a second headquarters or an additional headquarters in Atlanta. So I'm like, okay, getting a lot of attention.
I just don't see why Apple needs an additional headquarters. I mean,
because Amazon's doing it. That's the only reason.
I know that they're attempting to, with this so-called deal with the Trump administration, to bring, more jobs back over here, which is a good thing. But in all honesty, I can't see what part of their device chain would actually work over here. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. Didn't they try to do that with some monitors a few years back?
Well, aren't they about to get big into like self-driving cars and stuff?
Oh, Apple's getting into that too?
Yeah, I read something about them getting into that, so it could have something to do with that. Maybe
Google's getting into it. Yeah, they're definitely doing everything Google does. So.
Well, I mean, it's been rumored. I think they hired off some of the Tesla employees a few years back. So I think they've been either prototyping or researching it, but I don't think any definite news is out about that yet. So I don't know. Interesting though.
Yeah. that's actually the only half positive thing I can kind of say about Trump is that cause it's so amazing that it is cheaper to have it automated, made overseas, then packaged and shipped over here, easier than it is to have, an automated factory in America doing the same thing. Like I can understand when it requires, man labor, actual human hands on, sure, because they paying them people pennies on a day or dollars a day. But when it's a automaton, an actual machine and assembly line making it, and it's still cheaper to just take it over there, put it on a ship, and roll it over here faster than it is. I mean, cheaper than it is to just have it already done here in America. I'm like, that's crazy. But
I mean, I could see the reason because at that point, it comes down to what are the taxes for this area and how much this building is going to be taxed. Yeah. We could put it in some weird country and not pay hardly anything, even if you don't have humans working. So I don't know. I don't know what you can do about that.
And it's like, my thing is like, what does made in America even mean anymore? Because like, just take Toyota for instance. Toyota has a plant in, where's it? Is it in Clinton, Madison? Where is that plant at up there?
It's down there in Mississippi. It's in really Canton, close to Canton.
Okay, so they got a plant
in between Madison and Canton, somewhere.
All they do there, if I'm not mistaken, is put the car together.
Yeah, assembly.
The parts are coming from like everywhere else. Like they're coming from all over the world. They just send them all there, and then they put the car together there. So then it's technically made in America. But
they've kind of been starting to double label a few things. Now you have, assembled in America, made in America, and then you got then they'll tell you about the parts. So yeah, like you said, that made in America is still kind of is vague. They haven't put any guidelines or requirements, but the goal supposedly of made in America is that everything, the parts, the labor, the sourcing, so no money, pretty much left the country. If it was on the paper printed was from trees cut down in America, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But like you said, nothing. At most, the majority of stuff is just assembled here, and that actually makes me laugh. And I don't know if y'all saw that new Chappelle stand up for Netflix. He was like, "They don't need to bring them jobs here." He said, "What iPhone will cost $9,000?"
And then you bring up a good point because, like, if you want to understand how much it's going to change pricing, just look at the guitar industry, which is dying, by the way. So you have Paul Reed Smith Guitars, which is an American-based company. They have guitars that are made in Korea. I have one of them. It's beautiful, excellently crafted. The made in Korea guitars are $700, right? So they also have guitars that all the stuff is made in Korea, but they ship it over here and it's assembled here. Those guitars are called the S2 guitars. They are $1,300.
What's the difference?
And they also have the higher end PRSs that everything is made in America. And I think they start at like $3,000.
Yeah, but see, if you're gonna make it in America, I understand that if you want to have the full chain here, but just ship the parts over here and assemble it, I don't really get that. I don't.
Doesn't make any sense to me either. But
it's still so.
Some people love that made in America stamp on their stuff.
America.
It's like America.
The funny thing about it, it's still so backwards. Whether it's made here or not, and whether our income is going up or not, everything is still costing more. With no income increasing for on average.
The problem is like we don't teach in America. We tell everybody to go to college. We don't teach trades, and like that's why all those jobs are overseas for the most part now is because they brought them all back. Nobody would be able to do any of the work, So like I feel like we need to get back to that, teaching people trades and having apprenticeships and bolstering VOTEC programs because I think they're still around. But I don't think they're as, people like most school districts are pushing STEM now. They aren't really pushing VOTEC like they used to. So,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like that if we can get back to that, then maybe it would make more sense to bring those jobs back over here. But now it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, and too, like supposedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but part of the administration's focus is to reinvigorate small business. And I don't know if the tax plan they passed is actually going to do that or not because I'm not a tax expert. But I mean, I think that's part of the thing we're missing here is like people other than tech jobs, because of course you have a lot of tech entrepreneurs, tech businesses that are popping up. But like, what are people doing that's outside of tech that's innovative?
Well, if you're in Atlanta, you're probably opening a chicken wing restaurant.
Y'all have Roscoe's yet, man?
I actually don't know. We probably do. I know that you got the Gladys Knights.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. Gladys
Yeah.
Knights chicken and waffles. Yeah.
Carrie, do you know where fenders are made?
Fenders are made. Well,
Justin says they're made in Mexico as well. And
they have a factory in Corona, California, but yeah, there's a factory just south of the border. Yeah, where they like what we were talking about, the same thing where they make parts there and then they'll assemble them here. But they also have guitars that they call them MIM fenders, made in Mexico.
uh-huh.
So like those are kind of like the mid range, like the fenders that are like just above the Squier guitars, which are the ones that are made in Korea or China. I think the Squiers are made in China now. But yeah, it's just a big mess, man. Big mess.
I remember reading an article one time that they say the reason we import so much is so that we can use up everyone else's stuff, and then once it's gone, they have to buy from us because we're the only one that haven't stripped our land yet. Some crazy conspiracy.
Well,
Oh man,
some crazy conspiracy. I'm like, you know how long that would take if that was the.
so Carrie, are you a big? I know you're a music person. You do it all. Do you have an 808 drum machine, or have you aspired to have one?
I don't. I have some 808 plugins, but yeah, I just and like I'm kind of like it's funny that you even mentioned it because like I'm kind of like sheepishly going back that way as far as like making music because I was in a band for so long that like now that I'm not, all the music that I make, I try to make it sound like it's a band. Whereas when I first started making music, it was just like I want to make some cool sounds and try to make a song. And like that's kind of what I'm trying to get back to. So yeah, I got some 808s and stuff.
Yeah. So Engadget reports that that they're going to bring the 808 and the 909 to a full software machine, which I guess has not been done yet. Because you mentioned
What do you
plugins.
mean?
I guess they're just going to virtualize it. Is what I'm looking from the article.
You mean like a VST plugin?
Yes.
Because like there's no official ones. There's no rolling ones. So maybe that's what.
Yeah, this is supposedly officially from the Rolling Company. So
okay. Yeah.
don't know how important that is to the music industry, but seems like it's kind of a big deal.
That's pretty cool. You know, maybe we'll get Heartbreaks number 2.
I actually bought an old USB MIDI to USB cable to hook up, like to reconnect my old keyboard to try again. Haven't done anything much yet, but I plan to. I'm gonna start on the game at some point. I want to make my own music. And so that's one good way to start. Actually, I see you got a guitar in your background there, Clarence.
Yeah, I play around with it. Nothing. I'm not a carry.
I'll have to ask Kyle if he wants some 808 in y'all's theme song that I'm working on.
Oh man. So our friends over at realitybreach.com, they did a Jackson Indie Music Week or Gym Week interviews, and one of the guys mentioned Fruity Loops. I was like, oh man,
really?
that's Carl's favorite.
FL Studio is legit now. Like, it's not even called Fruity Loops anymore, but it's like legit. I've been thinking about trying it out again because like it was a joke when me and you were playing around with it. Like, what was that? That was a long time ago. It was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But now, dude, it's legit, man. People make I think what's his name, Skrillex. That's what he uses.
What?
No, not Skrillex. Deadmau5. I think one of those guys, one of those like really big EDM guys. They use one of the programs. I can't remember.
I actually found my old Fruity Loops, and I could have sworn I got this when I was in college, which would have been like 2001, like before the internet even got big. But I found it and reinstalled it, and I promise you, it tried to activate, and it wouldn't let me act. I was like, this didn't have activation back then. Did Windows detect it and help it or something? I'm like, well, I guess I can't use this anymore. Like it's like nearly 20 years old.
Shoot, the activation servers probably
Yeah,
don't exist anymore. Better find a crack.
Oh yeah, guys, I will mention that I finally got to play with some VR again. My friend Justin, we had a gaming event at my company, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was pretty fun. And I got to play around some VR, and it was my mind was kind of blown. Yeah, I want one of those things. So
did you have the Vive or the?
It was the Vive with the
Oh, look at Carl.
Uh-oh. Hold up now. Is that?
Hold up. Oh, he's got the cardboard.
What you rocking over there, Carl?
you know, like you were talking about the VR, and I'm like, it's it's still just cardboard with 2 Wiimotes. And
all Nintendo's got to say is Google did it first. They did the cardboard first, man.
Labo, Slago.
Do we want to talk about the Labo, whatever it is?
I actually like it. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, like everybody was hating on it, and I'm like, this is actually kind of cool if you actually think about what it is.
It's amazing. What?
The reason I say it's amazing because everyone's looking at the cardboard, but you know what I was looking at? I was like, God damn, that camera inside the Joy-Cons can be programmed around a lot of, because it's what's doing everything. They kind of showed you that pretty much on the inside, the camera is looking at like some white pieces moving, and it's using the difference in space to determine, okay, well, you hit the keyboard key to the farthest left and working its way over. And I was like, and then the plus, they advertise the vibration motor. That was the first thing, you could tell what's in your hand. So, they're able to have, so I'm assuming that's how they're able to get some of the things to move around is the rumble motor is, gyrating and vibrating enough. Vibrating
enough. What kind of Lobo you talking about, Carl?
But I was like,
for kids.
But then I saw the price and I was like, $70. I was like, I think, but it comes with everything. Everybody was like, well, I can't wait until the printouts, where you can print it yourself. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So in the beginning, they're gonna get you to buy their cardboard. And I listened to you guys' podcast, and the guy was like, it can't cost them that much. And I was like, you know how big that box is gonna be that they have to ship it in? I say the logistics and the shipping is what they're gonna be spending the money on.
So are they gonna? It's gonna be like cardboard Inception. They're gonna ship the cardboard in some cardboard. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna rock. It's gonna be good. Like if people, only thing I think, I don't know if they need some way to get it in everyone's hands. The video was great. Like I said, I like the creativity of it. If I had some kids who were in the Lego Lagos, okay, that's what they were getting close to. With the, didn't even think about it until I said it out loud.
Yeah,
but like within that age, it is so hands on, and it's almost VR. It's like VR without with the camera in your hand. I mean, not VR, AR. It's almost AR without having to stand there with the camera, putting fake things in there. It's literally something physical that I guess the game is supposedly interacting with.
I don't know what it is, but kids love cardboard, man. Like I bought my I bought my daughter this Doc McStuffins like doctor set thing where she can like put her dolls on this little table and take their temperature and stuff, and she's playing with the box. Like that actually happened. Like it's genius. I think it's genius.
And I think
don't know about amazing, but I think it's genius.
So you can make your own.
But you don't think there'll be takedown notices against that? I think Nintendo, we know how they are with videos. I think they're going to be all over that if somebody tries to pirate it, and it's going to get pirated, but they're going to be all over that.
So YouTube's gonna have an auto scanner that's just looking for that shade of brown and just gonna be blocking people.
Dude, they can't stop people from soft modding DSs and dude, the Nintendo hacking scene is so ridiculous right now. You can buy a DS, right? And you can software hack it, and there's something you can load on it called Free Shop. You didn't hear this from me, but it's called Free Shop, right? And it actually tricks Nintendo servers into thinking you bought a game and you download the game for free from Nintendo servers.
What?
So I like if they can't stop that, I don't see them stopping people from pirating their cardboard.
Wow. Well, they're still trying to figure out how to end of life the 3DS. So I guess they're done. Like someone, yeah. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and full hack my Wii U because they've done some amazing stuff on there with like Smash Bros. Like they're modding Wii U games just like they do it on PC, like and putting entire characters in. Like they have entire characters in Smash. They can change the moves, give a person different moves, even adjust the animations. I'm like just wow. Like pretty much the Wii U is a PC, and then it already runs all of the Wii homebrew, so you can then go back and get all your GameCube stuff. And
yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, man. Oh, so do we have it? I don't really know how long we've been.
Yeah, we've been going about 42 minutes.
It's been a while.
Hey, my computer's did all right. I was like, I was finna keep track of the crashes. So I was like, there's crash number 1.
Oh man. So is there anything else we want to talk about? Like I wanted to kind of do a container discussion, but maybe we can table that because we've had some pretty good discussions so far.
Yeah, it's been fun. I see where you posted this Galaxy S9 article. Did you want to hit that, or is it pretty generic?
Well, I think it's something new because we kind of hit on this on the last podcast, but this is everything. So it's like actually got pictures and stuff. And like, you're going to laugh when I say this, but it looks a lot like the design looks a lot like the LG G6 design.
Well, I think it looks just like the S8.
Oh, really?
There's no discernible difference.
Wait, what?
That's Clara Oswald, by the way.
Screen though, does it?
Huh? I was just saying from an aesthetic point of view, it looks the exact same.
Yeah, you're right. I just hope they have like the full fingerprint sensor instead of the little small one.
Yeah. So they're not going with the under the screen like people were saying.
I like full disclosure. I haven't actually read through this. I kind of posted it because it was like everything you want to know about Galaxy S9, but it doesn't look like they have. It says dual edge rear camera. I don't see anything about a fingerprint scanner actually. So I guess it's not everything.
So while we're looking over this, I have to ask Carl: Have you fully embraced the? I may have asked you this last time. Have you fully embraced the non-keyboard lifestyle?
None,
because you fought it tooth and nail.
Oh man, you were hanging on that Cordia like Linus hangs on to his blanket.
I have it in here, but I had actually bought a BlackBerry Priv.
Oh man.
So I didn't give it up entirely, but yeah, like I'm still on the G4. I haven't upgraded it. I just bought a new battery for it. I still miss it. I still hope for it. I've debated on getting that. I forget what it is, but Motorola, got that phone with all the attachments.
Oh yeah.
The Moto Z.
Is the Z? Yeah, the Z.
Yeah, don't get that crap.
Yeah, I'm not. I play with it in Best Buy with one of the little crappy micro projectors attached to it and stuff. And I was like, this looks horrible. But I was like, man, I still miss my physical keyboard, man.
You can talk to your phone now, Carl.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, like, hey Google, make it warmer. I got that set up in the house too. So
okay.
Oh man, dude, I have an Echo, right? So like, I have my Echo unplugged 90% of the time. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
Recording.
It has a mute button, right?
Yeah.
But the mute button it doesn't actually mute the microphone. It just stops the Alexa from responding to you.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
No. No, just let me finish. And you know that they actually use that thing to map your living space out, right?
What is reading?
When you're setting it up, right?
Echoes or something? Is it literally using echo location to like?
Well, no, it tracks where your Wi-Fi signals are. So like, if you have it on your phone as well, it actually tracks where you walk around in your house to like map out your house.
Now I know that. See, I didn't know that one did. I know the AirPod actually does that because they do it for the music fidelity. They do some type of mapping.
Yeah, and it's just
like I'm like, how does that assist it mapping the house?
It uses your Wi-Fi. Use your Wi-Fi, use your GPS to figure out like how big your house is, where you go in your house. Like that thing's always listening. The Echo, it's always listening.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I was talking about buying something when I was at home, and when I went to work, I was seeing ads for it. Like
you should have Google that.
Y'all think I'm crazy.
No, you didn't Google it.
I'm telling you, dude, just be careful with them things. Like I don't have nothing to hide. Like it's like, okay, Justin says Facebook already listens to you all the time on your phone if you have Messenger app installed. See, there you go.
What?
See, there you go.
Guys, look.
It's not just me. It's not just me.
I'm not doing anything that important. I'm not afraid. I'm not worried about. I like Google telling me how many miles I have to get to my next destination.
You know what else?
Look, I'm not cooking meth in my house either, but you know what? I don't want Google listening to everything I do. I don't want to listen to everything that happens in my house. Like,
I don't think it's happening, man.
The Amazon is listening, Kyle.
You know it's listening.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the first things I did. I was like, hey, Google, are you a spy? And it was like, we don't see it. You probably heard that.
No government entity has direct access.
Oh, you're just proving the point now.
Privacy and security of your data underpins our approach to responding to any legal requests we might get.
Wow, okay. You're making the case for this, Carl.
Wow, that's quite a wordy response there.
Yeah. Like keep it short and sweet. But no, Carl, you said like, what is it? Why does it use the listening for? I know for the AirPod, it does it to adjust the speaker output to make the acoustic sound the best for your living room or your environment that it's in. So that's why they do it. I'm not sure why Amazon is doing it.
So those little Bluetooth earbuds, they are actively, I don't know, reading the acoustics of the room and actively adjusting.
No. Did I say AirPod? The HomePod. That's what I meant to say.
HomePod.
Not the AirPod. My bad.
The AirPods are probably listening too. Justin also says my parents were talking about two different sports teams that my stepdad likes. 5 minutes later, my mother got an ad for a T-shirt on Facebook that had both sports teams on one shirt. Yes.
He shouldn't have searched for it on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Big Brother's listening.
Yeah, but everything is integrated. Like I said, if you search on your phone, it's going to show. It shows on my work laptop. It shows on. It's like you said. I call it the perfect alibi. As long as all you got to do is know how it's listening to you, and as long as it thinks you're there, you can be somewhere else.
Honestly, like I don't even mind it that much. But the thing I do mind is when I buy something, just pay for it in my cart. Then I go to Facebook and I see ads for something that I just bought. I'm like, I just bought it.
Like, is it that hard? That's like, why can't? That's one thing they all ad people need to adjust it. If you're watching me that hard, if I have completed a transaction for that item, don't keep showing me that item. I bought it. It's no longer in my cart. You sell me something else. Sell me something related.
And nothing makes me not want to buy something more than me putting something in a cart and like going to do something else and getting emails saying, "Hey, you left this in your cart. Do you want to buy it?" Not anymore.
Dude, don't go to the Facebook has a shop section now, sort of like a mix between Craigslist and their own they have some real legit shops on there too. But yeah, I went on there and searched for something, and like every time I open the app, I get asked about it. It's like really ridiculous. Somebody else has posted some chairs in the area. Like what?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and the two teams, by the way, were Alabama and the Bears. that was definitely not a coincidence.
Wow.
Does that T-shirt actually exist? I don't believe it.
Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm crying.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay. So, what else, fellas? Are we nearing the end here, or we got anything else we want to check out? Any plugs? Any more news?
Let Carl go first. Carl, any parting gifts? Anything you're working on you want to talk about?
I guess I finished started learning some Angular so I can improve my coding, and also kind of just reminded me we've been doing some training at work. I'm not going to give out too much, but automation seems to be, it's always been big, but automation is taking over more. And this is automation in the vein of pretty much the predictive automation, where you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again, which kind of relates to what you guys were talking about with the speakerphones listening, and they're trying to get better with their predictive stuff to do it before you think you need to do it. And I was reading through all, and they were showing all the companies investing billions of dollars in it, and I was like, okay, they're trying to eliminate some more jobs here. And I was like, oh well, but it's interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna start picking up some new tech because I'm using some old Java. It's trying to learn some new stuff.
I know.
Cool. And for me, I'll just say to that Angular comment, I need to learn Angular too. I've been wanting to learn Angular also, not Angular 2, but I would say React, man. React. I dove into it a little bit last year, and actually the current Techpedition site is on React. So yeah, React.js, man, it's pretty cool. So you should check that out as well if you're getting into JavaScript heavy stuff.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool. Well, I have one tech pick and one not tech pick. So my tech pick is Django. It's a Python framework for websites. It's really, really cool. Like I've been really digging into Python lately. And I mean, I don't know if I would make like a production site with it, but it's something that's really, if you just want to kind of just dig into a framework just to kind of, play around, it's something really cool for like prototyping sites and stuff. So that would be my tech pick, I guess. And my non-tech pick. Okay. Somebody sent me, like, one of my friends at work. He showed me this. This is not tech at all. It's about a song. So some person took the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit," the Nirvana song, which is in a minor key, and they modulated it or auto-tuned it to a major key, And it goes from sounding like this dark, cool, like grungy emo song. It goes from sounding like something that like Hanson would have written. Like it sounds like a bubblegum pop song, and all they did was change the key. And it's like the exact same song. They just like auto tuned it to a major. And like I'll post a link to it. It is you'll laugh the entire time you listen to it.
So it went from Manson to Hanson.
Yeah, I'll post a link to it. It's pretty funny.
Cool beans.
Well, all right, guys. Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. Check out me and Carrie on the STD podcast as well. Check out Star Trek Discovery.
Catch it sometime.
And, every time I hear that, I feel sorry for you guys. Like, man, they came with a better acronym.
No, it's great.
That's
We've
what
heard
everybody
everything
says.
already.
Oh, it's genius. People talk to us just because of that. But yeah, we want to give a special thanks to Mr. Caesar T. MySpace for joining us. Please feel free and welcome to, just let us know when you come back, because we had a lot of fun talking to you tonight, man. So,
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this a lot more. Like I said, I'm going to stop playing the same games. So chatting with you guys is going to help, expand my technological horizons and keep me focused.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna make tech great again. So stay tuned.
Making tech great again. I can't do the Trump voice. I'm sorry.
We're making hats and T-shirts. It's gonna be wonderful. So just stay tuned.
Very, very quick. Techpedition. Very, very quick. Techpedition. Very, very quick. Techpedition. Very, very quick. Techpedition.
I can't beat that. I just smells burnt and dusty.
Hey guys, don't miss an episode of the Techpedition Podcast. For more information, go to techpedition.com/subscribe. TechPedition.com.
Everybody out there in Techpedition land.
Techpedition land.
My beard looks a lot fuller and with all of this film grain and what they call it when they can't handle the blacks, crushing them.
Crushing the blacks. That's
Oh boy.
Okay. No race stuff this time. I made a bunch of people uncomfortable Wednesday, so I'm sorry. That was a softball. I had to hit it.
Hey man, well it is. We got Black History Month coming up.
Black Panther gonna break all kind of records.
Is it a coincidence that this is the last one? Is it a coincidence that Black Panther's being released during Black History Month?
I would assume Disney did it on purpose. If they didn't do it on purpose, then they did it on purpose.
Yeah. Because normally big movies don't come out in February, so I'm gonna just say that was purposely.
And it is a Valentine weekend too, so
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you had Black Lightning too, the TV show on the CW, which is pretty darn good.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, grab that CW app. You can watch it for free with commercial interruption.
For free 99.